is a reminder video. Your SP is you. Your SP is you. Clear? So if you're wondering why he or she is not doing what he or she should be doing or what you are wanting them to do, then that is precisely because you are not expecting them to do it. Yes, you got to watch this video on loop a few times. You want them to do something, but you're not expecting them to do it. Why? There is no separation, guys. Consciousness is one. What you are thinking on loop, your SP could be anyone because everyone is an SP. So your SP is subconsciously picking that up, whatever you're thinking on loop, and then behaving accordingly. So whatever is your dominant thought about your SP is going to reflect that back to you because your SP is you. So if you are feeling triggered by anything, you got to go within. You got to go within. You got to go within. The 3D, if you are like really densely into the 3D and you think, and it's triggering you, if it's undesirable at the moment, okay, I'm assuming that if you're watching these videos, then there is something in the 3D which you are not really very happy with, right? So this video is specifically for the SP, okay, but then it really applies to any situation, as you guys already know. So your SP is you. So if you want your SP to love you, you have to affirm that your SP loves you. If there is a third party, could be anyone, okay, need not be just another person. Could be any situation, could be their parents, could be anything. Distance, whatever. You have to affirm for your SP and you. The rest will be taken care of. Let me repeat this. You have to be affirming for your SP and you together. Go to the end. Go to the end. Go to the end. If you find yourself micromanaging too much. I have been there, I've done that, so I know. If you think that you are micromanaging every step of the process too much, just go and affirm the end like there's no tomorrow. Because your SP is you pushed out. Any resistance, any situation that you think is blocking your manifestation with your SP is also you pushed out. Your fears pushed out, your doubts pushed out. So don't bother about them. Remove your awareness from them. Remove your focus from the third party, from the situation, from the distance, from the parents, from anything, from the friends. All you got to do is remove your awareness, remove your focus from the problems which you apparently assume are problems. Okay? And you focus on your SP and you. Your SP and you. That we are already together. We have always been together. My SP is head over heels in love with me. My SP and I have always been together. So if you're in a breakup situation, a no contact situation, we have always been together. You completely revise the situation and you think those thoughts on loop. On loop. Like there's no tomorrow. If you want it bad enough, you're going to do it. And if you're not doing it, it just implies that you do not want it bad enough or you are too much focused on the 3D. I look harsh and angry, right? But I'm not. This is just tough love. So if you're constantly focused on the 3D, you have to go within. This will not help you. He's saying this, he is doing this, he is not calling, he is not speaking to me, will not help you. You know why? Because he or she is you pushed out. Now what you do is, you take a look at your concept of self. Like how do you feel about yourself with regard to your SP? How are you feeling? Do you feel deserving enough? Do you feel attractive enough? Do you feel that like any man or woman would want you? Do you feel that way about yourself? If you don't, fine tune that a little, okay? And then you kind of recheck and revise your story with your SP. This is just a reminder video, guys. So what story are you telling yourself about your SP? Stop micromanaging it. Go to the end. We are already together. We are already together. We have always been together. We are blissfully married. We are in a committed relationship. He loves me to bits. She is completely into me. Okay, like my SP is constantly thinking about me. My SP is constantly showering me with the kind of love that I have always wanted. My SP is always, always, always into me. Why? Because your SP is you. So watch this video a few times, okay? There is no separation. So the more you convince yourself of it, the 3D is going to reflect it back to you. Your SP is going to reflect it back to you. Good. So this game, guys, is one of confidence. It is one of feeling like you're deserving just because you exist. So it's not just about, saying something. It's more about deciding that if I'm saying this, if I'm affirming this, if I'm thinking this is how it's going to go. This is a psychological game. This is a mind game, okay? So it's just not about affirming. It's about deciding that even if I'm affirming robotically, if I'm thinking the right thoughts, I'm going to manifest it, because consciousness is one. So if I dominantly convince myself, even partially but dominantly, convince myself that this is possible and we can be together and we were meant to be together and he absolutely loves me. I mean, I'm all he loves, I'm all he wants, I'm all she wants, I'm all she's ever wanted. If you kind of loop them over and over and over again, because consciousness is one, I mean, this is the simplest way I could kind of, put it in. If you dominantly start believing in it, start embodying it, which you will, which you will, if you are not spiraling, if you are not really focused on the opposing thoughts, if you're not really focused densely on the 3D which you don't like, then you will feel the shift. That's the game. That's the work. That is the work. So discipline your mind. Just understand that consciousness is one. So by that, why am I repeating this line? Consciousness is one. Because when you dominantly start feeling something about yourself, your SP is going to pick up on that energy subconsciously and is going to reflect that back to you. Make sense? Because consciousness is one. There is no separation. So your SP is you pushed out. So yeah, that's it. So keep repeating the right thoughts, keep doing the right techniques. Yeah, I mean, anything that you resonate with. Most of the times I do not really script my videos, okay? I do not have too many edits because I just like to speak in the flow of things. So you will probably not find my videos very scripted, okay? But if you're smart enough, like if you're smart, you'll know that when I ask you to watch these videos on loop, I do that for a reason, so that I can drill a few things in your head. That 3D shifts in a second, consciousness is one. 3D shifts in a second because 3D is always in momentum, depending on where your awareness is, depending on where your focus is. So the moment you choose and decide to shift your focus on something else, when you decide, even if the 3D is showing you something completely opposite, if you decide that that I'm going to change the 3D with my thoughts, with my mind over matter, right? So, and if you decide to do that and if you persist, that's going to shift because there is no separation. Consciousness is one. 3D is always in momentum. 3D shifts in a second. Keep affirming that it shifts in your favor. So these are the lines I keep repeating in my videos over and over and over again, so that you understand that anything is possible and you are actually limitless. So I would really urge you, okay, to be mindful and understand what exactly is your focus on when you are manifesting your SP. What are your dominant thoughts throughout the day when you are manifesting your specific person? You will know by the way how you feel, by the way your body feels, by the way you feel, by the anxious energy that you feel inside you, that whether you're thinking the right thoughts, right? So, and you'll know which thoughts to fine tune. You will know. Not always do you need coaching. No, you don't. You just need to fine tune your thoughts. And in case you do need coaching, just get a coach. Get me or get a coach that you resonate with. So, yeah, that's it. So, your SP is you. So, in order to change your SP, you got to change you. Your SP is you. In order to change your SP, you got to change you. By that, I mean you got to change your thoughts. By that, I mean you got to change your assumptions. By that, I mean you got to change your assumptions about yourself and about your SP. The rest will be taken care of by divine intelligence, your higher self, God self, whatever, subconscious. Cool. I intend that was helpful. I know that was helpful. Watch this video a few times, okay, and you'll just know which are the blind spots and what do you really need to kind of fine tune slightly. Fine tune is also my favorite word. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon, and I absolutely love you guys to bits. So bye.